Hello, I'm Richard with Seller Helper, verified Amazon advertising consultant. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to update user permissions if you have the new version. What you're looking at on the screen is probably what you're used to, unless things have changed, in which case it looks very different than that. And that's the new one is the one I want to show you. I already have a video for this one. I will link that in the description. And now let's get into using and updating the permissions in the new version. And like I said before, not everybody is going to have this yet, but eventually probably everybody will. So this will be relevant at some point for you. You get to it the same exact way as before, the little gear up here and to user permissions. Then once you're in here, you can add a user here, or you can go and edit permissions by just clicking the name or clicking edit. There's also this drop down to remove the user. So anyway, you click on the person and you will see it looks much different than before. You essentially just have a column of permissions that are categorized. You can do a drop down to see what location this permission is granted in, but basically, unless you go in and choose that, you're going to be changing the permissions in all the countries. And this will hopefully be pretty obvious what things you're changing. But fortunately, this is a much easier user experience in my estimation than the old version of giving permissions, because the permissions list here is basically what you would call it. It's basically what it's called in the settings when you're searching for it anyway. So that is really helpful. Whereas before, it wasn't quite clear what some of the permissions were when you had to give them to somebody. This is a lot more clear. So basically any permission that you need, you can type it up into here, or you can scroll through and find it in here and grant permissions. And as always, if you want to change permissions, you can do it in mass for each category by clicking these top buttons, none, view, edit, and then admin obviously is going to give admin permissions for that criteria. Then you just have to come down here and save the changes, and there you go.